I think of House as a very emotional character. The thing is, though, that it's all a question of revelation, how much of it he shows to people. And in that scene at the end of season 4, where he actually betrays his need for love and friendship and a place in the world, he's actually doing it in the environment of a sort of hallucination, where he's in a kind of netherworld, crossing the river Styx to Hades, and he then makes the decision to go back and embrace life. But all of that happens out of the public view. It's not something he'd ever show to anybody. And when season 5 starts, he's kind of drawn up or down the shutters. Do shutters come down or up? I don't know. Whichever. He's done that. And he's tried to conceal how much that all of that meant to him and means to him.
In season 4, we would actually get, each episode script all turned to the last page to see which character gets fired. And then breathe a sigh of relief that it wasn't us and start from the beginning.
I knew, like Cal did and Livy did, that we were contracted for 9, so we knew that we were going to be in the final group of 5. And there were, I think, 3 or 4 episodes there when it was just the 5 of us vying for it, and we really didn't know.
Now that the competition is over of who's staying and who's going, and there was a lot of closure at the end of season 4, you see a lot more of the dynamic between the 3 new team members and all the 3 older team members, and then the staple of the hospital administration and Robert Sean Leonard's character. That all meshes together a lot more. Everyone has a particular role to play, and sometimes those roles get disrupted because we are still the 3 new characters on the show. So that's a lot of fun. I think you'll definitely have the chance to see a little more of that.
I think they're going to delve into not only Foreman's, but I think everyone's lives a little bit.
I have noticed that we were already in episode 5 or 6, and I've noticed they have delved deeper, I think, with the other characters than they normally do. Not in any way at any expense of House, because that is so the core and so the engine that makes the show run.
Obviously, the way that they left off with House and Wilson, they're going to delve into that. There's definitely going to be some damage, to their relationship.
For my character, there have been some real sort of consistent explorations along the way, which is not easy to achieve with it. Now it's a big cast, it's 9 of us, and it's about the medicine, it's about him, and that's the show, and that's what's so great about it. But I think it's, they really have, for all of us, we seem to sort of get our moment to really sort of go a little bit deeper.
In terms of Foreman, I think they're going to get more into his personal life. Who knows if there's a love possibility.
I would say the odds of House finding happiness long.
Never.
Long to infinite. Very, very remote. I think if he ever does, it's not that it's a show about unhappiness exactly, but I think that House's discontent is what motivates a lot of the drama in the show. And I think if he ever did find that sort of perfect situation and the Labrador puppies and the rose-covered cottage, I think it would signal the end of sorts. The beginning for him, but the end of this chapter of his life.
That's part of the magic of why people respond to the character. I think it's that constant search. Certainly that he has to have levels of it. I think the one thing that makes House happy is, solving the case. So let's just deal with that for now. And the other levels of happiness, we'll see, season 9 or something.